Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching The Dragon Prince, Season 1, Episode 1, Echoes of Thunder. Thank you so much, Albert, for sponsoring this show. I don't know anything about it, I've heard of it, but that's it. But it does look pretty good. It looks like my kind of thing, and it's like a nice change of pace from the previous things you've been sponsoring. But no, I am excited. Reminder that if you are watching this on YouTube, you can find the unedited versions of this, as with all my reactions, on my Patreon, and these reactions went up in March and April of 2022. You can also sponsor things just like Albert. Albert is amazing. And let's go!
Use the essence within magical creatures themselves.
Oh dear.
To unleash dark power.
And it would be a human mage, wouldn't it?
The elves and the dragons put a stop to the madness. They drove every last human to the west. The king of the dragons himself defended the border.
Whoa. I mean, it's a little extreme if there are humans who had nothing to do with the dark magic.
The humans called him Thunder.
Echoes of Thunder.
His voice shook. They destroyed his only egg, his heir, the Dragon Prince.
No.
Now the world
This is a cheerful
is
opening.
on the edge of all-out war.
This is why segregating people and pushing them aside is never the way, because it just gives the people you're fighting against. If you treat all people like the crimes of some, then they get more followers on their side. But is the Dragon Prince going to be alive somewhere? Because that's why the show's called that. It's a character. If something happens to this creature, I will die. The kid's cute too.
Callum! I wasn't scared. Bait was scared.
I want one so bad.
Declare yourself in the name of King Harrow.
My name King Harrow, or I will shoot you with my arrow. Ooh. I believe war is here. Did the human kingdom slay the dragon?
Who are you?
Who is she? I want to know. Was she supposed to kill him so he couldn't get a message out? Is this like a totally independent thing Netflix have done? Netflix have done, or is it based on a series?
It's urgent.
Ooh, was he not meant to have that? Was he the one that did it, but with shorter hair? Or like he's just cut his hair since he unleashed the dark magic and lived forever?
We believe they're moon shadow elves.
Ooh.
Moon shadow elves? Then we won't defend. We will attack.
Jesus.
We must find them today.
So did this
Light of the
king
sun and
kill the
stop them before
dragon?
it's too late.
Or is it like some random rogue humans? Like this guy who has the same white patches in his hair as the evil mage. She should have killed him. I like her for not doing it though.
Well done, Rayla.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I used both of them?
Was that her first kill? They know you're coming now, that puts you at risk. Not that I support assassinating.
Or your little monster bait.
I
Did you just...
You can tell by his eyes he's innocent.
support him. He's never done anything wrong in his life.
kidding me? Hey!
I mean, this is his livelihood. Are you gonna pay for this? I suppose his father potentially pays.
I'm gonna have to say no.
Great. Let's do this.
Not everyone is made to be a fighter, and that's okay.
You have to practice anyway, because that's what's expected of a prince. Or a step prince, actually.
What?
Ooh. Trying to make him angry?
Hi, Callum!
You're no fun. See what's going on here. Don't worry. I'll help. You come at me this time.
Is he gonna help or embarrass him further?
Oh, I am stabbed! Oh, by the stab prince! Lord Stabbington! Why?
Oh, he deserves it.
He does. But he was a good friend just then.
The king needs to speak with you.
A trip to the Bantha Lodge.
But it's spring. That's the
Oh,
winter.
sending them away to protect them.
Winter is coming, eventually.
What will we do? Everything
It'll be fine. All right?
Big brother protecting the little brother.
Unwanted visitors.
What are they, minstrels or something?
assassins.
I know. What do you think? I'm an idiot?
Yes.
Inside this box is an Archangel Lunaris, a giant moon moth. It will be drawn to their energy.
Ooh.
Follow it, and you will find them.
You're saying they'll kill the king?
Did he hear that? He wasn't speaking that loudly.
Discretion, boy. Do you want to cause a panic?
I'm sorry.
Just get out there and find them.
Not the most supportive of
Before sundown.
fathers.
So,
You're just a kid, Callum.
I'll be 15 in 2 months.
You're a
14 and 3/4.
baby.
Wow.
And he's my father. It's my duty to help him.
Not when
Well,
you're a
technically,
baby.
He is your stepdad.
Stop it.
Think fast. You were supposed to catch it.
You are a child. I know you're at that age where you feel like you're ready to be a grown-up, but you're not. Just protect your little brother.
The humans crossed into Zadia and murdered the king.
Did these humans?
Then they
moon reflects sun, as death reflects life.
It's very intense. Oof.
We strike when the moon is highest.
I want confirmation that this king did it, because he doesn't seem like he did.
What is it, Rayla? We will accomplish our goals without sacrifice.
You gotta tell them. You should have just told them.
Ezrin, you don't get it, do you? Why do you think they're sending us away? Because
He's
they're
too
coming
small.
to kill him.
He's a tiny baby. You're a baby too. I agree. Stupid little boy. I do like that they have interconnecting chambers though, that's very sweet.
Find more than a closet full of moon sweaters. You know, because moths.
Okay,
eat
sweetheart. You
Yes,
weren't
sir.
blessed with brains. Jesus. Oh, whoa. I love all this magic. Ooh, it's stealth. He's the one she let go, right?
You lied to me. You let him go.
He didn't do anything to me. How could I take his life?
I
Let
agree.
him live.
Not wanting to take an innocent life is a good thing. Okay, so this is quite an intense show for kids, isn't it? Definitely a lot of it tonally you can tell the age it's aimed at, but I am also invested in this world. I love a good fantasy world. It doesn't take much to hook me. Dragons and elves and mages, I'm in. I do want to know more about I'm such a history nerd as well. I'm like, tell me the history of this place, you know. So I liked the history lesson at the start, but I'd like a little more detail. Were all the humans like, go mage, woo, dark magic? Or were most of the humans like, well, that guy's crazy, we want nothing to do with him. Wait, what, you want me to leave? Because if it was that, if all humans were like, yes, now we're as powerful as all others, go mage, then maybe you could understand wanting to get rid of all of them because most humans, if not all of them, are supporting it. But if it was just a human mage did this and then they kicked out all humans, then the elves were in the wrong way back then. And again, who ordered the killing of the dragon? Now, if the dragon was keeping humans subjugated somehow, you could see that, but then the humans seem to be doing all right for themselves. Like, they have a very nice... Obviously, we only really saw wealthy humans, and I know it's a kid's show, so it's probably not that deep, but I want adults to be able to enjoy it too, so hopefully it'll be a little bit deep. I mean, it seems a bit like there's a lot of talk of death and assassins and, you know, some sort of dark topics, given that it's aimed at children. But I do want to know, humans came and humans killed the dragon. Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean it was the king, and the king didn't seem like, if the king had done it, you'd think he'd be a little bit more concerned with retribution, retaliation, rather than like, oh, they're coming. Oh. But that being said, I think we will delve into all of that. And I like that we have characters who are on both sides. Like, we have our little elf, Rayella. Her accent I cannot place. I need to Google the actress, or voice actress. But I actually really like her because she couldn't kill him. I think being able to take a defenseless life doesn't make you brave or strong. And even if, I think what she ought to have done was go back and say I couldn't do it, or he got away, he knew the terrain too well, you know, made up a lie about how he got away if need be, so that they could be prepared for them to know they were coming, move stealthier, move differently. I don't think she should have lied about it, but I do think she made the right call, because he hadn't done anything other than see something he shouldn't. And once you start being able to take life that easily, again, I suppose, like, if she did it, I wouldn't necessarily hate her or anything, but I think, you know, keeping that morality around you, especially as an assassin, is a good thing. However, for as long as you can. Then we have the princes, the boys, Callum and Ez, and his most, I would die for Bert. I don't remember what his name was. Bane, maybe? I would die for him. That little guy. Yep, he can have all the cookies he wants. No, I'm intrigued about them, and I think they've got an interesting dynamic in this castle. You have the mage, you have his children, then you have the king, his stepson, and I presume his biological son. Which one of those is meant to inherit? I guess biological son. But they are raised with love, you know, he treats them both equally. And then even the mage's children, as much as initially I thought there was some resentment between Soldier Boy and Callum, but then he was willing to, like, dramatically die to try and impress his sister. You know, there seemed to be some sort of playfulness there, like, these kids have spent a lot of time together, they do sort of get on. Now, I am suspicious of human mages because they started this whole mess, and I did notice that Mr. Flowing Locks, he had some grey streaked through his hair when he was maging it up. And this mage has some grey in his beard. So is he just the same guy with his hair cut off, or is he simply a descendant? It could be either. But I am excited to continue this journey, to see what happens with the Moon Elves coming to assassinate with the humans and the princes, and to see where this show goes. It's had 3 seasons, I think, so I'm sure it's going to shape up into a very interesting story. It already is, but I'm just excited to see where it goes. So yes, this first episode felt like it was a taster of what the rest of it's going to be. Thank you so much, Albert, for sponsoring, and thank you for watching.